Hello, YouTubers. It's the Punisher. I punish people on fantasy football. I'll punish you. Well, anyways, I'm here to basically pick up the slack of Victoriano. He did a clever little thing where he, got dressed as a Swami and did predictions, and then, it was just like a magician. His booth gone. I'm here to bring it back. I think there's a certain wanting for it, so I'm here to bring it back. We have some interesting developments going on in our league. Some races that are getting a little tight. I myself, the Punisher, I'm comfortable. I am 9-1 right now, first in my division, and Los Pestosos, they're 9-1 as well. But Alejandra is kind of like different. He's been getting bashed all season long. How's he doing it? Smoke and mirrors. His team is doo-doo brown. The same old stuff. So, but nevertheless, the guy's 9-1. He's had some injuries. Colston went out for an extended period of time. LaDainian Tomlinson is not having the season that we've all projected. Kellen Winslow had herpes, so now he's back. So now let's see what his lineup could really do. And plus, he has some nice players to add. Larry Fitzgerald, Thomas Jones. He has a decent lineup. So Alejandra, good job. He's going up against Sater Tots. Sater Tots has good points. His team is on the very verge of being 1-800 like the Gaga Brown, due to the fact that his running backs are very, very sporadic. Marshawn Lynch, me and him were having a discussion the other day. I think it happens. I think he's the biggest bust of the year. It's up to debate, but that guy, he hasn't had one 100-yard game. His average is, Victor says it's in the 20s, so that's pretty good, but still, you'd like a couple 40s and 50s from a guy like Marshawn Lynch, and you just haven't seen it. So, but he has strong receivers, but his receivers, all their quarterbacks, all the receivers have suffered the quarterback situation. T.J. Hushman, who's your mama? Carson Palmer, gone, like John. Randy Moss, we all know what happened to Brady week 1. And John Kidna, although he's not Mr. accuracy, that guy does put up pretty decent numbers, he's gone. So Calvin Johnson, Megatron, Autobots transform. I think he's the best receiver in all of football, in my opinion, but he's suffering. I think he has like 50 yards a catch though, which is like going to be an NFL record. Victor against Los Pestoso, I think Los Pestoso takes it in a close one. But Victor does have Jay Cutler. And he has Owen Daniels. White guy with black skills. Throw me the ball, dog. But I think it's going to be a close one. So I'm going with the Punisher against the Pestoso to a slight victory over Sater Tots. Punisher against Cicote Cubano, the Cuban smelly foot. I'm going myself to take down El Cicote Cubano, no doubt. Cicote Cubano has Phillip Rivers. He has some good running backs, Brian Westbrook, Forte, Chris Johnson. He also has, he can only start 3, but he also has Lendell White. But I really do think that, the NFL is a copycat league, and I really do think that the Bears probably, put out the formula on how to really play the Tennessee Titans. Don't let these young studs beat you. Put it in the arm of Kerry Collins. See what the old man could do. He did well against the Bears, but who knows? Maybe, you know, other teams will follow. So keep a close eye on Chris Johnson and Lindell Wright from this point forward to see how their progress goes. So, but he has Andre Johnson, Lavernius Close, Chandelier, Antonio Gates. So he has the Phillip Rivers, Antonio Gates, and same contrast with me. I have Romo coming back, Tony Romo, and I have Jason Witt, Bread, and so we have the combo, the quarterback combo. But I have, you know, I have Tony Romo, #1 quarterback. Adrian Peterson, #1 running back. Roddy White, #1 receiver. Jason Witten, #1 tight end. Tennessee Titans, #1 defense. That's a lot of #1s. So I'm #1. I just think I'm going to take it. Alright, the other less intriguing matchups, not because they're just less intriguing. Chick McDirks against Twisted Sister, Sam Castro. Sam, I'm not even going to talk about it. Disastrous team. Poor guy. My brother in a landslide. We got Texas Isn't Good against Team Sweet Sting, Sean Hess. I think this is going to be an intriguing matchup. I wouldn't be surprised if Texas Isn't Good does a little squeakers. He has some interesting matchups. Maurice Jones-Drew could always explode. Tim Hightower, nice garbage pickup. Frank Gore, I don't know what happened on that 4th and 1 last Monday night. It was ridiculous. Donald Driver, the old man, you know. Yeah, you know, he really doesn't have anything exciting. On the other hand, Team Sweet Sting, Drew Brees, guy throws it 19,000 times a game. Marion Barber, guy's good. D'Angelo Williams, you never really know what you're going to get out of that guy, but he shows a lot of promise. Steve Slayton, another guy you don't know. Brandon Marshall, he was a little rough there for a couple weeks, but he's bounced back. He's always good. Greg Jennings, good receiver. Bo Scaffi, they look for him a lot in Tennessee, so he's their primary target on offense, so he's a good tight end. I think Team Sweet Sting takes it. But I would not be surprised about an upset. And then our last but not least matchup is the Dryfoot Rafters, owner of Ricardo Lopez, a.k.a. Nosferatu, against Eric the Midget, George Suarez. Kurt Warner, good. I think Rick is just outmatched. And it's interesting because if George wins and Los Asbestoso wins and Sadertot loses, there's going to be a two-way tie for second place. Top 2 places go and get the, I think top 2 places go in, and they don't have to worry about points. So even though Victor still has points, you know, you always want to be as high seeded as possible. So this should, you know, this is getting interesting. If George pulls off the win here, which he should against Rick, and Victor loses against Alejandra, who knows? It's going to get interesting. And you know, George's team is pretty good. Peyton Manning, he's coming around. He had a nice, solid game. Joseph Adai, kind of on the bust side. You know, bottom line, it's a bust, but you know, he does have talent. Michael Turner, you know, luckily Matt Ryan has, you know, come into his own, because that keeps Michael Turner free. So Michael Turner should continue to have success. Jericho Cotry, 1-800-REGA-DE-GAGA. Reggie Wayne, solid. It's all about the U, baby. Dwayne Bowe, I don't even know why that guy's on a lineup. Dustin Keller, Matate. Dolphins D, I'm a big Dolphin fan. Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest. Jason Elam, #1 kicker. Who would have guessed that? Guy's like 1,900 years old. But George does have a solid team, and I think he takes it in a landslide. Alright, well, that is my installation. I know I rambled on, but fuck you. And good luck to all you YouTubers out there. Hold on, un pedito. Bye!